Hello to everybody, welcome back to our channel. We'll talk today about three sources of financing for your businesses. Of course, financing from outside of your company's activity. As you all know, a successful business needs money to develop and to grow. And you all may know that cash flow problems are common, especially for startups. That is where now we concentrate our focus, and we'll talk about top three sources of financing accordingly to my opinion. Not necessarily it's something that it's suitable for you or not, but this is my opinion. And I will present you, beside all these three top financing sources, I will present to you other financing sources that somebody can obtain from government and so on. And of course, if you stay with us until the end of this video, I prepared for you a surprise. So stay tuned here and don't go, and let's see what I have prepared for you. Okay, let's see what does business financing entail, because everybody needs to know what this is. Basically, a business financing is the money or the process of securing the money that each company needs for its development. Of course, may mean your own money, your relatives' money, and so on. But in the end, are the money that the company needs to grow and develop. Let's see what are these top three sources for financing your own activity. Of course, ideally, you can finance yourself, your activity of the business. This is the best case scenario in which your company's activity produces so much so that you don't have cash flow problems. Basically, in the end of the month, you are able to pay your suppliers, you are able to pay your employees, and maybe the debt's too enough, and so on. This is the best case scenario in which you don't have to bring money from your own pocket. But what do you do when you cannot support yourself from the company's activities itself? Of course, you will turn yourself to financing sources, and I will present you now 8 ideas of financing sources. And of course, if you do not forget, I said in the beginning that I have a big surprise for you, and stay with us until the end of this video to see what is the surprise. Now, let's see what are those 8 ideas of or sources of financing and how they can be applicable to your business. Okay, let's see what are these 8 type of sources, and after that we'll talk about the 3 most important of them. 1 is auto financing. 2, we talk about banking loans, private investors like business angels or other type of private investors, funding from family and friends, platforms of crowdfunding, risk capital, any type of grants from the government or any type of grants from European Union. Basically, these are the most common sources of financing, but now depending on the type of the business that each of you has may be appropriate or not for you. So, as I said, now we'll talk about the 3 most important types of financing from my point of view. Maybe it's suitable for you, maybe it's not, but from my point of view, these are the most common, let's say. Number 1 in my top is your own money. of course, regardless of whether we are talking about your own money or your company's money, this is the source for which, if your business is in a deadlock, will or may save the activity. Basically, these are the money that you can bring from your own pocket, but be attentive because you need to present the source of the money in that case, especially here in Romania. Lately, we faced a lot of controls in which they, being the fiscal authority here in Romania, asked all the entrepreneurs the source of the money. So if you bring money from your own pocket, be aware that you need to present the source of the money. But this is the easiest way to finance your company. And of course, it's maybe on long term, short term, it doesn't matter. And you will give back the money to your own pocket whenever the company has liquidities. So it's not such a big burden for the company. And of course, the rate and interest are not so high. Of course, if you want to put rate on or interest. So basically, these are the money that you can put in your company and take out of your company without any taxes, because these are not taxable money. Secondly, on my top is the unpaid effort of the team. I know it's not money, but you heard it right. Because if they are incentivized correctly, they may develop and they may work beside you in the same rhythm, and they can grow the value of a business. Of course, here in Romania, there are a lot of possibilities to give incentives to the employees and to be deductible from fiscal point of view. So use this advantage in your favor and bring all your staff with you and to work in the same manner as you work in order to have the greatest results. The third, but not necessarily the last, the last option to obtain financing is the other people's money. Of course, this may bring a certain tax burden or bigger interests and maybe some uncertainties about how to give back the money to the ones that give as loan to you. But we'll see, because there are different sources of others people's money. And we'll treat it separately because we are talking about banking loans, which are having interest, and indeed you need to analyze if that credit will help you or will bore you. So it's really necessary to look really attentive to your business model and to your business activity. We are talking about other people's money, like business angels, business investors, which sometimes they may produce another change in your company. Maybe they want shares, maybe they want social shares and so on, which of course this may not help you, or if they want more than 50% of the company, then you will not be in control of your company. There are different financing from the government here in Romania, and they are not reimbursable, meaning for agricultural area, for salaries and so on. And of course there are also non-reimbursable funds, and for 2024 we have a lot of ideas and a lot of non-reimbursable funds from EU or also from our government. So we reached basically to our surprise, because now we are talking about this surprise. The surprise is how to obtain some European funds without paying them back. Because guess what? The European funds, you don't have to give them back, of course, if you respect some rules. So our surprise for you is our abonnement Fonduri 500, Grants 500. What is this? Of course, as I already spoke to you, I already told to you, the money of your family needs to give them back. The money from the investors may change your company's type. The money from the bank have has high rate interest, so may not be usable. But what if you can use some money and you don't have to give back? Of course, this is our abonnement, Fonduri 500, and this one assures you a right and correct analysis of all the financing systems and all the financing sources here in Romania of non-reimbursable funds, because we are talking about, as I said, on agriculture areas, about subventions from APIA and other organism. If we are talking about employees, we are talking about subventions for salaries and tax contributions. And if we are talking of companies that just want to obtain grants, there are in 2024 a lot of possibilities for a lot of areas of expertise of companies, maybe newly set up, maybe with some experience, and so on. Basically, through this abonnement, Fonduri 500, what we will give to you? First of all, we'll put your number and your email in our database, and each time that something specific will appear for your own activity, we will contact you and we'll let you know. Secondly, if, for example, you are a company that already has some activity, we will analyze your financial statement for 2023 and let you know if you can access financing and which type, and what are your possibilities to do this. Of course, you can look on the internet, everybody can do, but you will never know if that is suitable for you or not. And thirdly, and most important, we will calculate some points for you accordingly to the guideline that the government gave, because it's really important to know if you have a real chance to do this or not. Of course, the end decision, the final decision, it's to you, but at least you'll be informed and you will know. And what is more than this? For example, if you decide to go to one of the ideas that we gave or the government has, all the money that you paid before for this abonnement, which is 500 RON, is not something so high, it will be deducted from the initial invoice that we will issue for starting the collaboration in writing a business plan and to obtain a financing from our government. So basically everything is 100% reimbursable to you. This has been everything that I had to say to you today. I hope that you enjoy it. I know that each source of financing has a specific advantage, disadvantage for each of you, but maybe it's really important to study and to know yourself and your business really, really well, and after that to decide which of the financing sources that I present to you today it's suitable for your business and what you are doing. Stay with us, give a big like and subscribe to our channel, and we ensure with a lot of more videos that are related to business and business activities, and why not, we'll talk about our personal experience as well, because we will apply to European funds as well in the near future. So thank you very much, have a nice day.